From WFRV TV Local 5, your local election headquarters, this is Newsmaker Sunday with your host, Tom Zalaski.
Good morning and welcome to Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Erin Davison in for Tom Zalaski. As the holiday season draws near, we are focusing on organizations that provide services to help our community. Today, we take a look at Goodwill Industries. The nonprofit has a series of thrift shops in Northeast Wisconsin. They accept donations from the community, which include clothing, shoes, houseware, jewelry, books, furniture, and toys. They sell these items and use the money by organizing outreach programs and vocational training for those in need. And joining us now to talk more about Goodwill is Jenny Moore. She is the Vice President of Programs and Services. Thank you so much. Tell us more about Goodwill and the good it does in the community.
Sure. Our mission statement at Goodwill is elevating people by eliminating barriers to employment. So our focus is creating training programs and job opportunities for the people that we serve in the community so they can have the same thing all of us have, a place to go and work.
Now, we've heard the stories for years. Someone goes into Goodwill and comes away with a true gem of an item. What are some of the stories you've heard about some great discoveries that they found at the thrift shops at Goodwill?
Sure. Actually, just the other day I was talking to a fellow team member who happened to be working at a Goodwill store, and she found a nativity scene from her childhood. It was the same nativity scene that her parents had had. And actually, when she was a child, her dog broke Joseph, and so this had the full nativity scene. So she was able to take that find for 99 cents and have it now for her Christmas, which I think is just the kind of cool stories you're going to hear at Goodwill.
What a wonderful story, and everyone hopes for that. But while these stories are rare, there is a variety of stuff that you can find inside these stores. I mean, you talked about the nativity scene, there's clothing, toys, holiday items. What do people find on a typical shopping trip?
I would say people on a typical shopping trip are finding some name brand clothing, or even, clothing from our local retails at a better price. And it's stuff that, maybe someone, not worn a ton, and it's something that they can wear and they can be proud in. I find all of my children's clothes there, their snow pants, their coats, at a discounted price. And then if someone gets a hole in something quickly, I don't feel so bad about it because I found it at a better price, and I was able to do good for the community as well.
We were showing a picture there that someone found an item from Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely, that actually did happen. His suit from his draft.
That's exciting.
Pretty big find. So see, everyone donates to Goodwill.
Yeah, yes, they do. Well, the holidays are on the minds of many, but once we hit January, Goodwill keeps going. They go all year round. What are some of the special events the store has planned and has for next year?
What the store has planned?
Yeah, the store or Goodwill in general.
Sure. I mean, I think, if I focus on our programs and services, we're always hoping to bring more people into the store. So we're finding ways to tell our stories so that people donate and shop at Goodwill. Every time you donate it to Goodwill stores, you're providing 3 hours of job training to a person with a barrier to employment. And that means a lot to us. So we have people in all of our retail and training centers throughout our territory who have barriers to employment who work in our store. And our team members and their program and our program leaders and our program team work to help them reach their goals, and they help they're able to elevate them and help them achieve those goals. The programs that help people find community employment, those continue, and those are super important to us. So as we head into January, it would be great if you continue to think about Goodwill as a place to drop off your donations, knowing that each time you do that, it leads to good for our community.
Well, one season that we think about it is Halloween, thanks
Absolutely.
to those great commercials. And Goodwill created a costume consultant. So it's really becoming a go-to destination for Halloween as well.
Absolutely. And if you really think about Goodwill, was the original Halloween headquarters. That's what we are known for. So people always came to Goodwill in October to find their Halloween costume. And again, you're going to get that at a better price. And it's going to be a costume that's in good shape. So that's something that we've always been, and we want to continue to be that, but we want to be thought of all during the year for other things that your family needs, for clothing, for items for your home. You can really find anything at Goodwill, and like I said, sometimes you find just the most awesome thing that you weren't expecting.
Let's talk about the donations from the community. What are some of the things Goodwill needs and the community could use?
Sure, I would say that we are always looking for clothing. Clothing tends to be the thing that we sell the most. But when you think about your shoes, you have some shoes that could be donated. Men's clothing, I think, a lot of time men keep things longer, so
yes.
we could use men's clothing. Purses, but also houseware goods. Those are all things that we sell at Goodwill on a regular basis, and we move them through our store, so you're always seeing new things. So really, when you're going through your home, if it's something that's gently used and you're done with it, we would love to have it.
Well, there are some items, though, that you don't accept. Can you tell us what these are?
And I'm not actually quite as familiar with that side of things, so I apologize for that.
But you can look on the website if there are some things that...
It's definitely listed on the website and available.
We have a link on the Goodwill website which explains what can and cannot be donated in detail. And when we come back, we will talk about some of the programs offered by Goodwill and hear from a family who directly benefited from these programs. Stay with us.